Hello, in this video you'll learn how to join objects together and separate them. When you're modeling in Blender, you'll often work with multiple objects. As you can see also on the screen, we have two cubes that we have slightly modified. Sometimes you want to combine them into a single object and sometimes you want to split them apart. First of all, adding multiple objects. When you open up Blender, you only have a cube, but you can press Shift A and actually add a new object. We won't do that right now since we already have two objects in our workspace. As you can see, they are two totally separated and different objects. As you can see also on the top right, we have cube and cube 001. To join objects, we first need to select them. So stay in object mode, or if you're not in object mode, press tab to switch between the modes. Now click on one object, then hold shift and click another object. This way you have selected multiple objects in your workspace. Now with the combination of CTRL+J, you can join these objects together. As you can see on the top right corner, there's now only cube 001. So this means we only have one object. As you can see, if I click on any of these two cubes, then actually both of them are being selected because they are now as one object. Even though they still look separate, Blender now treats them as one object, which is very neat even though they are fully separated. To confirm that these objects are actually fully joined, click on one of these, doesn't matter which one, then press tab to go into edit mode, and now you can see that you can actually adjust the geometry of these two different objects. And as you can see, if you change something on one, nothing will happen on the second one because technically they are one object, but they are not mirroring any of the vertices. But what if you want to split them apart again? For that, we use the Separate tool. So stay in edit mode, select one part of the mesh, like this over here. Now press P on your keyboard and a new menu appears. You'll see a couple of options over here. You see selection by material and loose parts. Selection means that separates the selected geometry. By material, it means separates based on materials, and by loose parts, it separates by disconnected pieces. Let's choose by selection, and as you can see on the top right corner, we have two separate cubes again. So let's go into object mode, click on one of them, and as you can see, the second one is not being selected anymore. This confirms that we have two separate objects, and you can also go into edit mode and see that by yourself. One more very useful option is to separate by loose parts. So press P again and choose by loose parts. This means that if you have two separate objects that are not touching each other or are not connected in any way, it will create separate objects. So as you can see, we just click that and now we have two separate objects once again. So just for you to remember, select multiple objects, press CTRL+J to combine them. To separate geometry, go into edit mode, select the part you want to separate, press P and choose selection, or separate by loose parts if your objects are not connected. If this helped you, like the video and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Take care, bye bye.